Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Poust here. So nice to see you. I have another Helen Lester story for us today, and it's called Hurty Feelings. A really good story. And now that we've read a couple of Helen Lester stories, we're starting to notice a little bit about her writing style, how she writes about some of the characters in her story. And I want you to pay attention to that for a discussion for later. Hurty Feelings. Fragility was a solid piece of work. When she walked, her world wobbled. In the hippo game, sink to the bottom, she was always the first to touch mud. Her strong jaws could munch a field of grass faster than any lawnmower, and she never cried when she stubbed one of her toes. Or all 16. But if injured toes didn't bother Fragility, something else did. Injured feelings. Fragility was fragile. When someone said, "Fragility, you look so nice today," she would wail, "You hurt my feelings." Nice? Do you know what else is nice? Cupcakes are nice. So you're comparing me to a squishy cupcake. With that, she would flop on the ground and weep. Oh, Fragility. Or someone would say, "Fragility, you have such wonderful, sturdy legs." She would wail, "You hurt my feelings." Sturdy legs? Do you know what else has sturdy legs? A piano has sturdy legs. So you think I have piano legs? And and flop she'd go, weeping. And someone would say, "Really? You have such cute little ears." She would wail, "You hurt my feelings." Cute little ears? Do you know what else has cute little ears? People have cute little ears. So you think I resemble a people? Flop, weep. As time went by, the other hippos, fearing she would throw more fits, stopped speaking to Fragility, and she became a big, solid piece of loneliness. One afternoon, all the hippos decided to play a game of pick-up soccer. Fragility had chomped the field to perfection. She stood solid in the goal, making save after save after save. All was going well until she looks like quite the goalie. Wow, good for you, Fragility. Rudy appeared, and Rudy had an appropriate name, for Rudy was extremely rude. "I'm going to eat your goat," he announced. for me lunch. The hippos gasped in horror. Step aside, big thing, Rudy bellowed at Fragility. You're blocking me lunch. I'm hungry, and I don't have all day. Fragility was frightened, but she was a solid piece of work, the protector of the goal, and thus she stood her ground. So Rudy, who knew of Fragility's fragile feelings, decided to solve her with insults. You, said Rudy with a smirk, are very gray and pudgy. Gray and pudgy. Very gray and pudgy? Hello, Fragility. Do you know what else is very gray and pudgy? An L. The weeps took over and she couldn't finish her sentence. Rudy stomped his foot. There's no such things as an L. And stop weeping on me lunch. By the way, you've got legs like tree stumps. Tree stumps? Well, Fragility. Do you know what else has legs like tree stumps? An Ella. The weeps took over and she couldn't finish her sentence. Rudy jumped up and down. I never heard of an Ella. Elif. And I repeat, stop weeping on me lunch. You're making it soggy. Have you noticed your ears are just plain weird? I'm weird-eared, wailed Fragility. Do you know what else has weird ears? An elephant! Weeps and all, she finished her sentence. Elephant! Elephant? wondered Rudy. Seriously? Elephants have weird ears? He trotted over to the water tub and gazed at his reflection, and his big, floppy, weird ears, and his tree stump legs, and his very gray, pudgy body. Uh-oh. Then he trotted back, flopped in front of his goal, and wailed, You hurt my feelings! Seeing the big bully in such a state, Fragility couldn't help but feel sorry for him. She brought wet washcloths to soothe his red eyes and tissue so he could blow his trunk. Then she cradled his head and cooed, There, I know just how you feel. In time, Rudy calmed down, and he did not eat the hippo's goal. He said he'd be back soon to cheer them in their game. But first, I'm off to eat me lunch, a nice salad. As he lumbered away, Rudy called, Fragility, you're a solid piece of work. Solid piece of work. Solid piece of work? She cried. Do you know what else? And then she stopped short, smiled sweetly, and said, Why, thank you. All right, so we got another Helen Lester story in the books. And just think about, the way she writes these stories. Think about the characters. Do the characters stay the same? Do they change? What similarities have we noticed in her stories? All right, boys and girls, I can't wait to see what you come up with. Hope you enjoyed Hurty Feelings.